All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Hawkeye Pro Wrestling here on TEW 2016. We have gotten through January. We are in February officially. Week 1, we had just gotten done with Dead Storm Rising, and we are on our way to the end of the month for Death Flag. And we already have at least one match set up because of Dead Storm Rising. Candice LeRae had won a 4-way sudden death match to earn herself a shot at Io Shirai's Women's Championship. So that is at least one match guaranteed that we will have in Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae. Of course, many more to come. I should probably actually open up my notes. That's probably one of those things I should probably consider doing, so I actually know what it is I'm booking. There we go. And all right, here we go. Go back over here, and yeah, and we are ready and set to go. Got some decent stuff happening in the next week or so, because within the next week we have the new signings coming in, and so we'll be able to move them. Yeah, I'm feeling good. There's you know what I need to do? I forgot to mention I forgot to do this, because Samoa Joe being out for 30 days or so puts a little bit of a damper on what I was planning on. Ooh, WWE had all their contracts come up. Looks like they're perfectly fine. Tanahashi heading for injury. I feel like that should just be every day. Just every day the headline. I think Hiroshi Tanahashi might be heading for an injury. Ah, shit. I forgot to make a fucking Adam Page picture. God damn it. I did get the Shane Strickland one made, and even though he's going to developmental, and who else? Who was the other one? The other ones, Ilya Dragunov and Jordan Devlin, even though they're all going down to Ignition. But yeah, medical. Samoa Joe, 30 days. I can actually surgically treat that. It's a low risk, so we'll go ahead and do that. Complete success. I'll be back in action much sooner than thought. 18 days to be exact. So that'll be nice. We'll have him back relatively quickly. I should probably. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hang on here, 1 second here. I forgot to change on over to TEW 2016. Boom. All right. And trying to see if there's anything else I needed right now. I don't think there is. Your first 99 on Friday, Asuka Charlotte versus Talia Madison 2 and Sexy Lady in 2025. Nice. This is the stuff you book, Mortimer. Amputation stretch hacksaw Jim Duckin. The hacksaw is gonna mean more than one thing. See if there's anything. Juventud Guerrera split with his girl. Okay, cool. Mark Haskins joined Dragon Gate. Okay. Adam Rose staying with WWE. Probably he's 40. There was nothing. I wouldn't have wanted him anyway. There's nothing I would have needed with him. All Japan keep D'Lo Brown. All right, cool. Wednesday, let's go. Casper Event Center, Wyoming. Cheyenne, Wyoming. And of course, it's Casper. I don't know. Was it Cheyenne that I'm just... It doesn't even matter, but when I see Casper Event Center, I'm thinking about the Ready to Rumble movie. But I think they went to Cheyenne. Cheyenne, Wyoming, you ready to light it up tonight? I want to see. Casper Event Center is definitely not a college thing. So it's probably, let's see, 8,300 seats. The Wyoming Cavalry Arena football team until 2013. Huh. So it's kind of like an arena. It's a horseshoe arena. That makes some sense. So it's basically like a slightly smaller version of what is it? The Sears Center that All In was at. So imagine Sears Center, but without seemingly that fancy little ticker thing that they had. The seats just go straight up. Cool. Where would Wyoming technically be? We're mid-south? Probably not. I don't think it'd be northwest, would it be? Would that technically be considered northwest? I guess it is. All right. So, Casper Event Center. We're not even going to fill out this place, really? Why even go to Wyoming? There's hardly anyone there. Whatever. I don't think we have anything in the booking thing. We might have something. No, we don't have anything for Breakout, so we're still kind of wide open right now. All right, cool. So, all right, we need a main event, and I think I already know what the main event's going to be because we need it to sort of deal with what we've been dealing with thus far. Whoops. So we need the new heavyweight champion, Pete Dunne, with his rock and roll fight team boys. We'll take Adam Cole and Chris Hero. So we'll throw that there, and they will face... oh, man. You know what? I think they'll face Shane Hollister and his Day One boys. So who should go with him there? I think I'm going to keep Juice out of this. I think I'm going to do Alpha Jr. and Cody Hall. Because Juice is kind of doing his own thing, I think. Kind of, sort of. Shane is too, but Shane will have a little bit of backup from a couple of the heavies. Which is kind of probably what he needs with someone like Hero. Maybe Dunn. Adam Ryland's a British man. He's not only not been to America. I actually, once upon a time, I should still have it somewhere, but I actually did map out the TEW United States. Yeah, there we go. You can't really. Okay, let me do it. Yeah, that is how it's mapped out. I mean, it's not that bad, sort of. I mean, New England's fine, Tri-State's fine, Mid-Atlantic, Great Lakes is, pretty okay. Southeast, I mean, I would probably put, like, Tennessee in with Mid-Atlantic. Kansas should probably go to the Midwest. Mid-South should really just be, like, Texas, Oklahoma, Arizona, maybe Colorado. And, like, Southwest, I mean, I guess. I don't know where you'd put, like, Wyoming, Colorado, unless you did like a Rocky Mountains area. That would be that right there. Like Utah, Idaho. No, because you'd have to put Montana somewhere. Unless you did like Rockies there too. But maybe if you did like the 3 states of like Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, and just did Northwest like up over here. But yeah. Either way. So let's see. R&R fight team versus Day One. Cody Hall's still around in Hawkeye Pro. He looks like a ginger Steve Austin. And yeah, I know I've mentioned it before, like going on Steam. It seems like they're just adverse to putting their stuff on Steam because of the 30% that they take. I don't understand, but whatever. I mean, it's obviously not for security reasons, because if they knew, cause I don't know if like Grey Dog knows how unsecure fucking e-license is. Oh man. Should it be Dunn or should it be Hollister? You know what? Man, you're gonna hate me, but Shane Hollister is gonna get the win here. Let's see here. Yeah, that's why Steam keeps fucking up the prices. No, I wouldn't be surprised by that either. Slow build, decisive win. Decisive win, there you go. As to who could take the loss, I could do Cole, I could do Hero. You know what? Hero's gonna take the loss simply because like he's gonna be the one who's gonna be kind of fucked up anyway after the beating that he took, which still boosted him up majorly. But yeah, he's gonna be real fucked up from Saturday, so why not? R&R Fight Team versus Day One. Let me see here. We can add a match. Alright. Trying to see what I want to do with some of the other stuff. Actually, oh man. Alright, I could still kind of make it a thing. Yeah, because I'm gonna need something here. Actually, yeah, okay. To kind of help build this, let's go. The true best bout machine, Nick Jackson. He'll take on Robert Roode. There you go. I bet you 74-87. Maybe this should be the storytelling match. I mean, it's not the best, but there you go. Mulligan in-ring debut. Do I want to do it now? I mean, I could. I did have his debut on Saturday. I could give his in-ring debut. Let's give it to Nick Jackson, actually. We'll make this the storytelling match. Open match. And let's go Tainted win with interference on Rude by Matt Jackson. Alright, cool. So I'll throw that there. Let's give Taylor Mulligan someone to feed on. And we'll get an idea of how Taylor Mulligan goes in the ring. Alright. Where is Taylor sit? He sits as an opener, so. Dalton Castle could be one. Maybe someone with some positive. Anderson Gallows. I don't always want to make it Ladybeard, especially with the fact that might not give me a good idea as to how good he is. I could give it to Ospreay. Although he is a minor negative, so maybe if I give it to someone with some positive aspects to him right now. Let's do Carl Anderson. Fuck it. Let's put Carl Anderson in there. Let's see how well he does. He needs that little bit of exposure in a match on national TV anyway. I guess it's not even national TV. It's like, YouTube. A match in front of 6 million people is something Carl Anderson could use right now. Especially considering he's not really doing too much with his breakout stuff. He's just kind of a background character. Ooh, he can call a match. 40-year-old Carl Anderson going over the new signing. This can honestly, this could be the storytelling match right here. Let's give it 16. Let's put Mulligan, obviously. We're going to make this the storytelling match. Open match. Call it in the ring and decisive win. I did change his finish already, right? That should have already happened. Yes. Cool. Alright, so these guys won't have to call it. These guys will just be the regular match. There we go. We can open with that. And actually the 6-man should probably close it. You need 18 to call in ring. Did I slow? I didn't slow build. I'm just calling this one in the ring. I mean, as far as I know, calling it in the ring shouldn't be. I mean, I figured 18's probably not that. We'll see. Yeah. Because I know I usually do at least 18 for a slow build, but I want to see if calling it in the ring, even at this point, it should be fine. Should be. I should do something with the teams. More teams. Let me see here. Let's go. I'm just looking and seeing what I have. I guess I should just look at a tag team match here and see what guys I got. Los Ingobernables. They did take a bit of a loss, I think. Did they take the loss? Yeah, okay. So yeah, they did take a loss last week. They could probably take a win over somebody. Let's see. Who could they take? Actually, I wonder if we could do. You know, I'm thinking Roppongi 3K. There we go. If it's the first match, it means almost nothing on the overall rating. Okay. Actually, let's have them just go balls out for 14 minutes. Let's give it to... I think La Sombra could probably use a little bit more than Sonata. I think I have them set as a unit, so it probably won't matter too much, but giving La Sombra the win should at least help. Open match, sure. Let's have them go all out and be decisive. And let's have... Because you gave Chono like 2 matches already, so we'll put that up there. In fact, I'm thinking this should be more up here, because that's probably going to get somewhere in the 70s. Mulligan Anderson could turn out to be better than expected, especially if you give it a little bit of push in. Nick Jackson versus Robert Roode could actually turn out to be pretty damn good. I'm thinking maybe somewhere in the 80s, and then this could be a high 80s here between the guys involved. It really depends. And then the rest I can build around. So, Los Ingobernables. So, we can have La Sombra and Sonata and Chris Jericho and Hiromu Takahashi. I think most of them can't really, do much, but that's fine. I'll use his overness to help put him over a little bit, which is gonna be goddamn. Ugh. He is disgustingly popular. Hiromu Takahashi is over, brother. There we go. Los outs. Let's see. Y2J puts over Hiromu's win. Oh, wow. Hiromu's win over Kenny and puts over Sombra. and Sonata as team. Good 5 minutes, I think, to start off the show. There you go. We can maybe have something here with them, like Akira Tozawa and Naruki Doi, with Sho and Yo coming out as well. That way they can at least not just get like jobbed out, or at least have it feel like they get jobbed out, because it'll be part of something. Monster Max out. Doi and Akira belittle Los for having a filthy gaijin in their ranks. There you go. It's hard to book when you only have only people you like. Yeah, that's the one downside here. It's like, oh man, I don't want to shit on everybody. Unfortunately, people do have to eventually get shit on a little bit. And let me see. How do I want to do? You know what? Fuck it. I'll do. Ooh, okay. I've got the idea. So we have Jericho, Sonata, La Sombra, Hiromu Takahashi, Kenny Omega. So we're going to do selling. Nothing there. Selling. I mean, I guess he could do selling. It'll be fine, I guess. Okay. Naito out in suit and mask. Los waits in ring for him. It's actually Omega who V-triggers Y2J, and here oh man, okay, how about just Y2J then? Fuck it, there you go. I'd say 4 minutes. Injury risk maybe a little low. Minor defeat. Everyone else just kind of takes it. Bigger success for Omega because, hey, put one over on Los. There you go. Whole lot surrounding that one. All right. Taylor Mulligan. What was I mostly using? I mean, I guess I could continue using his entertainment skills. Whoops. Minor success. Let's see. Let's see. Whoops. Mulligan vignette. Didn't know he got entertainment skills. I didn't know either. How long has he had that? I guess, wow. Oh, we can really develop that then. That can actually be quite developed. Mulligan vignette about his attack on Nakamura before he comes out for in-ring debut. There you go. Good 4 minutes. I don't know. I mean, it'd probably include his entrance, so that's fine. Man, do I feel like doing some stupidness right here? I feel like doing some stupidness right here. Okay, this is gonna bleed. We're gonna get a little bit of bleed over coming in. This feels like a time to have it happen. So we got Taylor Mulligan and Carl Anderson. So we definitely need to get Helmsley the Creator moving on out there. All right. I had this idea for a while, and I'm thinking about doing it. This is gonna be dumb. All right. So I guess he can sell his match. He'll sell because he's doing that. He's doing that. He's doing that. Okay. So there'll be a lot of selling. Let's see here. Yeah, Mulligan leaves. Let's see. Okay, Mulligan celebrates. Helmsley out with Gauntlet. Lady Beard tries for save and gets hit instead. All right. Minor success because he won. Neutral because not really doing anything. I guess minor success and then low and a minor defeat. All right, we'll put that there. Okay. Nick Jackson. Let's see. Call himself Shane Sweatshirt and never shut up about orange juice. What the fuck? Oh man. All right, I know I kind of want something. We need Nick and Matt Jackson out here. So I'll do Nick Jackson, Matt Jackson. There we go. Young Bucks out. Got a promo about being on their way to being the best tag team of all time. Just like 4 minutes. Maybe they'll be okay. I don't know. Yeah. Odd future reference. Yeah, I think that kind of went over my head too, because I don't think I've ever seen that one. Here we go. All right, let's go Nick Jackson. Let's go Matt Jackson and Robert Roode. And I'm actually going to have Tama Tonga come out. So there we go. Young Bucks celebrate and look for Super Kick Party on Rude, but pissed off Tama lays both out with gun stuns. Good enough. You know what? Fuck it. There we go. Neutral. I'd say this is maybe a minor success on them because he got the save. All right, put that out there. All right. I wonder if there's any local guys that might be good to potentially bring in. I had an idea for something, and I don't know. Oh, there's Arya Davari. That's cool. There's actually quite a few people on here that that are quite well known. I actually know who Angelus Lane is. She's actually from Iowa. She was actually married to a very good friend of my roommate's, because my roommate was wrestling. When he was wrestling around the area here, one of his good friends who just retired was married to her, and then they went through like a divorce thing and all that whole thing. But yeah, Charles Wright, the Godfather. Oh my God. Okay, hang on, because I think I might be able to do something with some of these guys here. At least one guy. There has to be. Because I've had the idea of wanting to continue doing, the Father Kingston thing, and I don't know if there's other guys in here that would be good to also sit in a pew. I just want random people. The idea that I kind of want is just random people showing up. But I want them to at least kind of make sense. So I need guys who are like, oh, you know what? I've already got it. Okay, I won't worry about it right this second then. All right, let's go Shane Hollister in with day one. So we're looking at Alpha Jr. and Cody Hall and Matt Cage and Juice Robinson. Just for the sake of this, when was the last time Matt Cage wrestled? Okay, he did wrestle last month. I was like, how many matches have I actually put him in? Not actually a whole lot ever since the day one thing. At least not a lot of like one-on-ones to have him. Oh God, he was on SmackDown at one point losing to Ryback. He was on Main Event losing to Kalisto. These must have been... Matt Cage must be the guy that I send to go off during trades. Where it's like, I need a guy that other people might want that I don't really care too much about not being here. Matt Cage is clearly that guy. Here we go. Day one promo. Rest of guys give Shane encouragement to become champ again and to win tonight. There. Just a little bit of success with these guys, a little bit of putting this whole thing over. Here we go. All right, so we need Pete Dunne, we need Shane Hollister, and we need Kushida. All right, there we go. All right. Dunne scrambles out with the title as Shane begs him back in. Dunne up ramp, runs into Kushida, who lays him out. Oh, really? Dunne up ramp, laid out by Kushida. There you go. And that's how you can end it. I guess a minor defeat there, because I think he lost too, so minor success, I guess. Bigger success here, though. And that's how you can end that. All right. So we got about 15 minutes to kind of put some little things in there. All right. Father Kingston is there with Sammy Sabay, and we had Davey Richards, and we had Eddie Edwards, and we had John Hennigan, and a random Shawn Michaels appearance. And we'll also just have the random Ted DiBiase Jr. debut. And so I think he can talk, he'll talk. Or at least they'll do something entertaining. I guess he could do it too. I guess the only guys here that probably couldn't do promos are Davey and Eddie. And even then, I feel like they're rated higher than they should be. Or at least Davey. Why not? There we go. Sermon with Kingston in a church. Here. Yeah, let's see here. Because we have a name. Congregation sermon in church has random HBK and DiBiase Jr. sitting for preaching about the Lord giving preaching about Sammy's power there. Because of course, oh man, yeah, fuck it, I'll just leave it in there like that. Because of course, Sammy got that power from that win. It was the power that the Lord gave him. I love that this is, I'm making this a way that Ted DiBiase Jr. just shows up out of nowhere like this. There you go. Perfect. Let me see here. Where was the... Okay, the Taylor Mulligan thing was up here. So, I think Taylor Mulligan and Shinsuke Nakamura, we should do some selling. Let's see. Mulligan backstage. Turns corner to... well, actually, let's see. Attacked from behind by Knock, who taunts him and challenges for Death Flag. I could put that he just challenges for match. I don't know if I'm going to do it at the pay-per-view, but we could have something there. So he gets a low injury risk, and he gets at least a minor success for that. So we'll sit this... how far out should I put this? Actually, okay, so we'll move this over here. And we'll move the Mulligan thing down here. Alright, so now we got 6 minutes. I'm just trying to see other things I might want to do. I should probably have like some sort of promo with the Rock and Roll Fight Team. Something. Prince Devitt, Bob Sapp, Adam Cole, Chris Hero, Pete Dunne. I think that's all of them. So they're selling, and he's entertainment, he's menace. All right. Devitt upset at R&R's loss. Let's see. But claims Sap will have Duns back in the future. There you go. Maybe like 4 minutes there. Yeah, 3 minutes. We can do 3 minutes there and another 3 minutes for something else. So maybe a minor success there. Everyone else just kind of sitting there doing that. Whoops. We'll put this, where do I... Oh god, I'm trying to remember where I... Oh, R&R Fart Team's all the way back here. Oh, I guess there's not going to be... You know what? Yeah. I guess we can end it maybe with that. I don't know if that's the best idea, actually. Actually, I think I will. I think I will just end it with a 6-minute promo here. All right, so let's see. R&R Fight Team out as Devitt. Congrats, done on win. And we'll have his back tonight if he thinks about join. We'll just put if he wants. Maybe if he thinks about joining, he'll have something. So I guess we could do some entertainment here with all them. And we'll take the script off. Why not? Let's see what happens. There you go. And we can probably put that somewhere up here towards the front. There you go. All right. And I think I'm good. I think we're solid. Actually, here. Here, I got it. Thinks about joining. There we go. All right. Now I think I'm good. Since he'll be sort of teamed up with them, right? I did have that, right. Okay, cool. I still actually, when it comes to Chris Hero, I still want to like have him sell though. He's still got the crap kicked out of him. And it needs to be shown. Alright, I think I am ready to go. Look at that. Alright. Save it once again. I think I'll run this. Let's go. Starting off the show immediately with Los Ingobernables. They took the loss last week in the tag title match. However, Hiromu Takahashi with a big win over Kenny Omega at Deadstorm Rising this last Saturday. And Chris Jericho, of course, putting over Hiromu's win over Kenny Omega. And also puts over Sombra and Sonata as a tag team, saying that the success for Los Ingobernables is only going up. And Los Ingobernables are just that close to once again challenging and becoming the new tag team champions. All right, great start. Monster Max coming out, Tozawa and Doi along with Sho and Yo. Sho and Yo are wrestling Tozawa and Doi out here as they kind of run them down, and verbally at least, and belittle them for having to have a filthy gaijin like Chris Jericho, a non-Japanese person, having to speak on their behalf. And I guess that's, you know, having a filthy gaijin like in their ranks. of course, not what Monster Max is planning to have. And that just leads us to the match. Los Ingobernables still putting on a good enough performance here. Look at that. La Sombra got a 78. Holy Jesus. And even Roppongi 3K getting in the 60s. So, solid enough match. Los Ingobernables ended up getting the win over Roppongi 3K. Still showcasing themselves as one of the better teams in the division to potentially challenge once again. It is at this point that a man comes out, assumed to be Naito. He has the skull mask and the suit and everything on. And once again, Takahashi was also out there with them. And they seem to be anxiously awaiting Naito in his presence and what he is going to do. The next thing you know, Hiromu Takahashi has been V-triggered. I guess I won't even V-trigger Takahashi. It'll just be Jericho. And the next thing you know, Chris Jericho gets a knee in his face, looking very much like a V-trigger, as they are all shocked. And the supposed Naito slides out of the ring, and as he starts walking backwards up the ramp, takes off the mask, and it is Kenny Omega. So Kenny Omega once again getting a bit of a one-upsmanship. Despite losing the match, ended up feeling like he still kind of getting the one-up on Los Ingobernables with a solid V-trigger against Chris Jericho. Lays him out, and of course Los Ingobernables not happy about that, wanting him to come down to the ring and do it again and fight them, but of course he just starts making his way quickly to the back. And we come to the Rock and Roll Fight Team, looking a bit worse for wear after things that have gone on. Of course, Chris Hero still nursing something on his head. I would imagine that he's probably got bandages on his head, just dealing with whatever the hell he's had to deal with. And by the way, making them all improvise seems to be the best thing possible. And Devitt, of course, sort of mournful over the injury that Chris Hero has gotten. But has Pete Dunne in there again in an attempt to potentially try to recruit him, and congratulates Dunne on the win, and says they will all have his back tonight as long as he considers joining. And Pete Dunne just kind of leaves it. Bob Sapp carried the segment. Time to put the belt on him. But nonetheless, Pete Dunne with the heavyweight title. Still has this look of he's not really sure if he wants to join up with them. He says he'll consider it, but leaves it sort of open-ended as we go on. Taylor Mulligan, man, I was really hoping for a better one there. Taylor Mulligan coming a vignette playing, showcasing just kind of his general character aura. As well as the official debut that he had, only in Inokiism, showing his official debut on Saturday at Deadstorm Rising, where he attacked and hit his new finisher, the Galleria, on Shinsuke Nakamura. And it is his official in-ring debut tonight. Goddamn, 49, shit. All right, I'm thinking that'll do better because Carl Anderson got a 68, so he did pretty well. I'm thinking it'll get better once he starts like kind of getting his wheels moving. I feel like the 49 is something that he can improve upon. Let me see if there's anything here. Taylor Mulligan being penalized for being partially through a weight change. Holding back a little bit. Okay. He was penalized for holding back. But hey, he got good psychology, charisma, morale. So yeah. Did a good enough match, I guess. I knew it wasn't going to do fantastic, so that's fine. And moving on. We get Taylor Mulligan celebrating. Heads to the back. Meanwhile, Carl Anderson's just sort of left there. The rest of the Justice Legion does not seem to have been here. However, a certain member of the Evil League of Evil is here, and that is Helmsley the Creator with his gauntlet. And gauntlet in hand is looking to exterminate the Justice Legion. He has one of them in his crosshairs ready to punch, and that is when Lady Beard's music hits, of all people. And Lady Beard comes running down to the ring, and Helmsley seems a bit bewildered by this. Of course, Lady Beard, stands in front of him. Lady Beard just, trying to defy Helmsley the Creator, and Helmsley just looking a bit confused, or at least as confused as you can look through that giant mask. And nonetheless, just decides, well, he's going to punch somebody. So he punches Lady Beard with the gauntlet. Lady Beard goes down in a heap. And it's not looking good for Lady Beard, considering what has happened to other participants who have been hit by it. So there you go. Another person falling victim to the gauntlet, as Carl Anderson able to slink away out of Helmsley the Creator's grasp to be the next one up. And we go to random church, a local church where the congregation is the same five guys, and Shawn Michaels, as Shawn Michaels is there once again. This time he's brought Ted DiBiase Jr. with him. As the sermon is going on from Father Kingston, Michaels, who brought Ted DiBiase Jr. here, seems to be talking to him about the Lord and about joining Hawkeye Pro Wrestling. And Ted DiBiase Jr. talked about his family and the fact that, of course, he originally was gone because of his family to take care of them, but now he can use wrestling as the way to take care of his family again. He's a family man. It's only an average, but he's a family man nonetheless. The Young Bucks come out, and they're here cutting a promo on their being on their way to being the best. Wow, I really just left like two different ways of there, basically, of the same thing. And, of course, defending the tag titles last week. And they plan on beating out the length of time that the Time Splitters had the belts. And prove that now that they've won the belts here, they could be considered one of the greatest tag teams of all time, and look to prove it later on down the line with more title defenses. But meanwhile, Nick Jackson is in one-on-one action against Robert Roode and a motherfucking 90. Lack of psychology, but who cares? Big bout, big match. Nick Jackson pulling off the 90 and making this a 90 performance. Ends up hitting a 450 splash onto him, and after interference by Matt Jackson, ends up getting the win, and Nick Jackson taking a one-on-one win in this match. And they look to continue the punishment on Robert Roode, but as it looked like they were getting ready to start up a super kick party on Roode, Tama Tonga comes out of nowhere. Tama Tonga, who is quite pissed off. Of course, he couldn't get the television championship. He's looking a little bit worse for wear after the brain buster that he had to take. But nonetheless, comes out, has enough in him to gun stun both the Jackson brothers and help Robert Roode out. And we get Taylor Mulligan backstage, still quite smug after his win, and after having a fairly successful fairly successful debut, as well as an in-ring debut. And out of nowhere, he gets attacked, forearm, elbow, who knows, and eventually gets bomayed by Shinsuke Nakamura in the back, just in a hallway, and Nakamura kind of stands over him, taunts him, basically told him just what he kind of signed himself up for, and challenges him to a match in the future. And that's where we leave it for now. Shane Hollister with the rest of day one in the back. The rest of the guys are giving him some encouragement as they're thinking that, hey, maybe he can earn himself a nice little match, back to get the championship. Basically encourage him that he could be champion again, but first what they need to worry about is winning tonight in the 6-man tag. It's not about Juice, it's not about Matt Cage, it's about Shane and Afa and Cody in the main event. And so we get that Pete Dunne with Adam Cole and Chris Hero from the Rock and Roll Fight Team versus Shane Hollister and day one. And after a great match there, I'm trying to see who might have been the weak link. Cody Hall and Afa Jr. both, but that's a lot of 80s. Hero, Cole, and Dunne all hitting the 80s. Shane Hollister with a 90. Jesus. Shane Hollister end up getting the win. Got the Iowa leg lock on. You know what? I'm thinking he probably did something else, like Suge's Last Gift or something like that. Some Seth Rollins move that he took. Because Chris Hero's already got his head bandaged up, so he probably got curb stomped. I figured, I probably could have done like a pinfall and made sure that he got curb stomped, because that seems like the best way to have it happen. Nonetheless, Shane Hollister curb stomps Hero, gets the win, and gets the win for, doesn't he steal every move now? I mean, he doesn't wrestle. He doesn't really wrestle much anymore, so there's nothing really left to steal. But, either way, Hollister ends up getting the win over Hero, and day one get the win in the main event. Pete Dunne still has the heavyweight title, though, slinks away, holds up the belt as he starts walking up the ramp. Shane Hollister begging him to come back into the ring and fight him. And he's told the V-trigger and the slingshot now. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, he did. Seth Kenihashi. I mean, Shane Hollister did take a lot of Seth Rollins moves. At least back when Seth Rollins wasn't stealing absolutely everything. But nonetheless, Pete Dunne holding up the belt, walking up the ramp, and once he gets to the top of the ramp, Kushida has already made his way out. He is none too happy with Pete Dunne. Next thing he knows, he is laid out with some sort of forearm elbow, who knows, laid out on the ramp on the stage, and Kushida stands over him. Shane Hollister kind of looking over the whole thing, but nonetheless, Kushida ending the night, standing over a now fallen Pete Dunne, looking for perhaps a shot at the title. And we leave it as much there. I use Taylor Mulligan far too much. Oh, boy. That'll be fine. People will get used to him. Yeah. Look at that. I got it in under an hour. 59 minutes to be exact, as I'm looking through my sleepy eyes. Ignition Hot Time 2. Big H for stealing the pedigree. Seth Kenihashi. Let me see that. 6.1 million. Oh, we went down a little bit. We had 6.3 million last week, 6.2 million. Oh no. It's probably fine. I mean, we still went up everywhere. You know. We're only going to go up from here, boys. By the way, that 65 importance is, we're coming mighty close. I might actually unlock that and see you know, what's going to happen here when we get there. So I think I might take the limit off and just to let us move to national when we get there, because we're getting close, man. 8 regions, so we just kind of cut these off, and we look at, you know, Hawaii and these other 7 main regions, and we're getting there. We are getting there. It's weird how like Southwest and Tri-State are the ones like with the issues compared to some of these others. I don't know. All right. Thursday, momentum of a 90. Prestige still at a 100. That's nice. Hey, we moved into 7th. I just noticed that. We moved into 7th. We officially passed over Noah. I think we're going to remain at this for a while, though, because, like, Dragon Gate's made international now. Jesus. Dragon Gate's the big boys now. Holy shit. Jesus, yeah, they're getting big time. Dragon Gate's getting big time, boys, but we have gotten over Noah. There you go. And Noah's no slouch. We just happen to be kind of, I think, a little bit more over maybe in some other places as compared to them. Like, we're not as over in a lot of these places, but we're still pretty high up in some of these places. I think that might be why. At least that's my thought. We'll see. Either way, I think we are ready to go. PWG and local Kyushu. PWG in Japan, boys. Casper Event Center again. Uh-oh, we got shit going on. Taylor Mulligan brighten the backstage area by simply being so cheerful and fun to be around. Well, that's good. Drax the Destroyer is a very negative influence. Oof. Oh, boy. That's all right. All right. So, what did we get here? We got 70. We got 7,100. We're supposed to have a little bit more. Bad Blutista. Bad Blutista. Okay. I have a potential main event that I'm going to do tonight. I think this should be, because we need to kind of build off of this. So I'm thinking Io Shirai versus Mayu Iwatani. We're not gonna promote it ahead of it advance. We're gonna promote it all throughout the night. Hawkeye Pro Women's title on the line. After the abuse that she's been taking, she's said enough. You want to make it up to me? Give me that women's title match. We'll make it work, I think. Io Shirai still showing her supremacy, though. Open match, slow build, decisive win. Mayu's going to try, but going to fail. But there's our main event. It's not going to be like a completely hateful thing, but it's definitely going to be something. It's definitely going to drive a story. Speaking of driving stories, we should have Candice LeRae in action. Maybe that should be all right. Who can feel? Someone who's going to feel. Oh yeah, Azumi. So I have Azumi sitting there. Because now she's going to be like Kana. I mean, the hair's a little odd, but I mean, I think it'll work. I got to remember to do that as well. We need to have Azumi and Kana in action. I think Hikaru Shida should be someone that she faces. I feel like she'd probably be someone who'd feel a little left out from stuff like that. I have all the sense that one who makes the database has no clue about Joshi wrestling. I mean, possibly. Here we go. I feel like she would feel a little perturbed about how things have gone for Candice LeRae. She might want some sort of shot against her. Because I don't even think she had a match, so Io and Mayu clearly top 5 female wrestlers. Yeah, just like Arisa and Kairi. Yeah, I've literally had to build Arisa and Kairi into stuff like this, as well as Io and Mayu, I guess, as well. Let's go 20. Yeah, Chono. We'll have Chono take it. Candice will take this. I kept looking at their psychology, so she can call it. Oh man, all right. I could still probably make this a storytelling match though. So we'll do that. Open match, slow build. Make it a decisive win, but a flash pinfall nonetheless. So she does earn her win, but you know, could be better. Let me look at the history. That's right. We need to have that tag match. I don't think I have a team for them. I should really be doing that first. Teams. Fuck it. I'll put it in here. Kana and Azumi. And for right now, I'll just name them Sadistic Tales. That'll be their name. You know, it looks great. It looks great. I mean, about as good as you can maybe do it as you know, with. I feel like I could probably do a better job in Photoshop to make it look, because it still kind of looks like you can still kind of see the hair. I feel like if I worked with it a little bit more, I could have a better opportunity. But you know what? I think it looks fine. And it just looks damn amazing, just together. Mayu didn't make it to great. Io struggles with excellent, but then people like Nikki Storm and Alexa get excellent fairly quickly. You know what? That's a good point. Especially if you look at Mayu Iwatani. Mayu is really good. She has amazing stamina, I think, in real life. But they gave her like a 63 here, and I think that's actually bumped up from like previous. Yeah, because I don't even think her stamina was quite at a 63. I don't understand why she's considered so winded. But here we go. Sadistic Tales. Who should they face? I kind of don't want to... Man, Idol Fight I feel like could be treated better. The Reynas, Shimmer and Shine. I'm trying to think here. I mean, I could use Oedo Tai. I don't want to oh man, I don't know if I want to. You know what? I think being in the ring with Kana should be fine. I think it'll work. I think it'll be fine. Kagetsu Mizuki have poor chemistry, yes, and I don't want to ignore it because I just want to keep being reminded that this is the thing I probably shouldn't do. But I'm just going to keep doing it. And let's give it like 15. Let's just do 15. Kana getting the win, obviously. I don't know. Where is Azumi at, technically? She's about on the same level as them, so this is actually one of those few times that she could probably take the win. But I think it'd be better for Kana to take the win because it would make more sense. So, yeah, we'll just do that. Open match, yeah, decisive win. And you know what? If someone's gonna lose, I'm gonna make Hazuki lose. I'll keep Kagetsu a little bit higher up. All right. So we'll throw that maybe like there. I feel like that could be an opening bout. Speaking of opening bouts, we should do something with. Let me look at the history again. See who. Oh yeah, Suzuki's gonna be a thing too. Oh my god. That's right. We gotta do Suzuki. Oh no. Is this gonna? Oh no. So we don't have young boys for Suzuki to slap around when he's pissed off. Does that mean it's gonna be young girls? Is Suzuki gonna be slapping some women? Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I can just feel it. Let's put. Oh man. I wonder if we can. I wonder if there's some people that we can use instead. I wonder if there's some. Let me just look at the females. This lane, Sorrow. Hey, it's fucking what's her name? She was in the mixed match, or not the mixed match, the Mae Young Classic. She used to be Rosie Lotta Love. I remember she used to be Rosie Lotta Love in TNA. I don't remember what she was in Mae Young Classic. Rosie Lotta Love. Who's she now? Sage Beckett. That's who she was. I was like, okay, she was really fat and as in TNA and known for the fact that she injured Daphne and then lost a bunch of weight, became Sage Beckett in Mae Young Classic. Hey, there's Eve Torres, Isis the Amazon. You remember her? No one does. Okay. Let's see, Terra Cruz. Yeah, fuck this. Let's just put. I was gonna do a tag match, but I think instead I'm just gonna put Kyrie in the ring with somebody. I kind of almost want to put her in with. I kind of almost want it to be Reika, but Reika that's like. I mean, it says she's not. It doesn't say she's muscular. She's toned, but maybe it should just be Maki. This is kind of a throwaway, sort of. So we'll make it Maki. Doesn't have to be big. We're gonna go 10 minutes. We're gonna put Kyrie in there for 10 minutes to lose to her, and I don't want it to be Reika. We'll make it open though. But a decisive win nonetheless. There you go. And we'll open the show with that. I think that'll be it for matches. Now I just gotta put some other crap in there. All right. Kyrie coming in. Yeah, do Kyrie. Whoops. Kyrie and Dash. Dash is upset at not winning and challenging. Kyrie says she'll beat either Io or Candice for her. There we go. Minor success. There you go. And let's do Dash and Kyrie and Maki and Reika And I guess we'll throw Kevin Kiley because he'd be out there with them. So I wonder if his popularity has something to do with maybe not being the greatest on the mic. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do that, and Dash will just sit there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Kyrie celebrates. Reika slides in to confront. Dashing Kyrie in her face until Reika. Ooh, let's just put suplexes Kyrie. So maybe like 4 minutes there. Let's see. Low. We'll go neutral. Neutral. I think this puts her way over because we have not. This puts her over big because she's like not much of anybody right now. So she hasn't had much success at all, and this is a bit more success coming here for 2K Enterprises, as Maki's just selling her match, and it kind of helps put over Reika as a bit of a threat here. So I think that'll be good, is because despite the losses that 2K Enterprises has been taking, especially Maki and Reika since they got unmasked a couple months ago. Like they're gonna need a little bit of momentum, and having Reika kind of, obviously also the Maki Reika thing, also the them kind of squaring off against each other again now that they're unmasked, then you kind of get that aspect as well. So it's interesting to see. Sadistic Tales needs to come out. So we have James Mitchell and Mio Shirai helping accompany Kana and Azumi. All right. I think I might just call the group that. We'll just put that here. SD come out, unveil Azumi's new look as Kana's protege. Plan on going far as a team. There we go. Good 5 minutes here to kind of help put that over. I don't know, like Azumi's new look, I feel like I could use this. I don't know if that would be under anything. I mean, not really sex appeal. It wouldn't really be her overness. I guess she's just there. Well, let's put, there's no certain thing here that I would put that under, so we'll just leave it as is. And we'll let Mitchell and Mio do the talking. And it kind of helps put them over. Definitely Azumi more over with her new look. There we go. All right. Minoru Suzuki. I wonder how well this would fly in America. It's one thing when it's young boys, when it's like young boys, but it's another thing if it's fucking Kagetsu and Hazuki. Suzuki is irate at Oedo Tai losing. Tries to find young boys, but decides to beat up Kagetsu and Hazuki. Oh, we're so close. There we go. 4 minutes, I guess. The injury risk is there. I guess doesn't really put anyone over it. Maybe he puts Suzuki over a little bit. It's more of a bastard. Let me see here. Candice LeRae, Hikaru Shida. Let's see. Maybe there should be a little bit of something before that. Yeah, we can have Hikaru Shida out with Arisa Nakajima and Ayako Hamada. By the way, when you're talking about Joshis, like legit, there's a few Joshis where it's like, man, I'd really like to use like Tsukasa Fujimoto or, you know, someone like that, but they're just rated so poorly. There's no reason to get them. I wouldn't mind using her, or I think I thought about using the one who was just in the Mae Young Classic, not Mako. Mako retired, unfortunately. My brain is a shot. Who was it? Hiroya Matsumoto. That's what I was thinking. Cool. So yeah, I would guess entertainment here. I don't know. I always check this. None of them can really speak. I mean, they can speak, but none of them are the best on the mic. You know what? Nakajima and Hamada might actually be able to help Shida out a little bit with the talking. So, let's see. Rain is out to celebrate their tag title defense, but Shida is concerned she didn't get chance at. Whoops. We'll just put chance. Obviously at the women's title. So let's see, like 6 minutes. So they do get a little bit of time to talk before that. So they get their time, but Nakajima or Shida's none too happy right now. Candice LeRae, Hikaru Shida. Let's go. Selling. Shida's upset. She got rolled up. LeRae offers handshake. Shida reluctant, but accepts. Wow, I know I screwed that up. Let's see. I think that's right. Sort of. Kinda, sorta. There you go. So Shida's not too happy that she feels compelled to do that, but yeah. I should probably do, you know what I should open with? I should open with this other stuff here. So Io Shirai, Mayu Iwatani, Miyu, and Paul Heyman. So there. Can she talk? Well, she'll learn. Heyman International out. They want to bury the hatchet as Mayu wants a chance to prove She, I was going to say isn't a lackey, but I mean, that's her gimmick. Huh. Is still worthy of, still worthy. How about that? And I'd say a good 10 minutes. This is kind of like a nice little promo opening segment of Paul Heyman coming out going, all right, we need to clear the air. There. Kind of helps put people over here. A little more the Io Shirai Mayu thing, because, hey, it builds up the, builds that up. All right, let's see. Io, Mayu. What should they do here? I guess overness could help. Where is she sit? Yeah, this will help. Yeah, Io offers her hand before the match to show respect. That's the word I'm thinking of. She wants the respect that she feels she deserves. Let's see. Eventually accepts. There you go. Probably get just like 2 minutes there. Kind of helps put that over. There you go. Io Shirai. Let's see. We could do Io, Mayu, Miyu, Paul Heyman. Let me see here. Mayu seems hurt. She was unable to win, but Io tells her she is worth the respect she wants. Respect. There you go. Sell their match a little bit. Those two are just kind of there. But there you go. Minor success, and then, hey, bigger success, because, nice fun moment at the end there. I feel like there should be a nice little thing at the end. I think that's what's going to happen. Io. Oh, let's see. Io, Mayu, Matt Jackson, no. Io, oh my god. What happened? Where is it at? Mayu, Miyu, and here comes Kyrie and Dash. Kyrie and Dash with kendo sticks. Break it up by I guess just beating them up. That might be the best option. I think that might be the best option. I'm trying to think if that's the best option. Maybe a good 3 minutes. This is they're definitely something going down here with them. Yeah. I feel like that almost starts to blur the line between face and heel, because we just had this nice moment of the heels sort of coming together again, and then this thing happens. So, lows. I'll give them the minor successes on that one, obviously. There we go. We got 2 minutes. We actually don't have all that much time to, you know what? I might cut a couple minutes out here of this, And I'm gonna cut you know what? I'm gonna cut a minute out of this. I'm gonna cut some time here. We're gonna cut a minute out of here. All right, so now we have 6 minutes. So now we can put on some other angle for for our I'm just kind of looking. Yeah, we need our Justice Legion thing. In fact, I think we're just going to do this. Yeah, Helmsley the Creator, Mary Dobson, Doc Gallows, Dastardly, and Lady Beard. Just sell whatever you're doing. Let's see. Evil League of Evil Lair has Helmsley with Lady Beard's corpse as he plans new experiments. Experiments to negate Drax. There you go. Perfect. All right. I don't even know if I should do his selling. That might bring this down a little bit. He's not rated because he's not doing anything. Acting, but then again, once again, he's not really doing anything. So this is mostly on them. So I guess minor successes here. There you go. Work without a script, sure. There you go. We'll put this like somewhere out in the middle. Perfect. All right, cool. 125 minutes. I think I might be pretty much done. I don't know if there's anything else I want to do right this second. Anything else I want to touch on? There's probably something obvious that I haven't touched on yet. I'm looking at the names, and yeah, I mean, Justice Legion, I'm not doing anything with them, or I'm not, it doesn't look like I'm doing anything per se with Leave a Corp. I might wait on that anyway, so that should be fine. Actually, I might actually just remove this one because I'll have Dash and Kyrie already there, so I think we are already pushing it, so I think I might just remove this beatdown segment and actually spend 4 minutes on Leave a Corp. Leave a Corp seems like the one I would need to, because hey, they beat them up. We need to have some sort of follow-up to that. Leave a Corp locker room sees Leva. Let's see. Talk up the other two for their attack and how they can get the tag belts. How they can get belts back. Good enough. Good enough. Alright, so yeah, minor successes everywhere there. Alright, cool, and we can throw that somewhere over here. There we go. Actually, we'll throw this down this way because that seems like it's kind of a little bit better. Because it kind of all mushes in a little bit. Actually, yeah, we'll have them come up here. So that way when the Reynas come out, they're basically responding to something that happened. So I think that'll be a little bit better, and I think we're good to go. Save that one more time just to make sure and call it good. Run the show. Starting off the show immediately. Jesus Christ. Heyman International coming out. Paul Heyman wants to bury the hatchet after what happened last week, which saw Mayu sort of walk away from Miyu in their tag match. Io Shirai is none too happy about this, and she wants all of Heyman International to be on the same page going into her next big title defense, which, of course, Mayu is upset. So they want to bury the hatchet and air this out. Mayu is upset at the treatment that she's been having and the fact that she is one of only two two-time women's champions in Hawkeye Pro history, which, of course, one of the other one is Io Shirai, and she feels that there's at least a little bit of respect that she deserves for being a former two-time women's champion, and she doesn't want to be cast aside so quickly, and she wants to tonight prove that she is worthy of the respect that she feels that she has earned over the, I think, 3+ years that she has been here. So after all that, Paul Heyman decides that that's what the main event is going to be, is Io Shirai versus Mayu Iwatani. He had decided he's going to talk to Foley, and if nothing else, to be able to prove herself, will even give people something that they have not had in a few weeks, and we're going to have a women's title match on TV. Io will put the women's title on the line just a few weeks before Death Flag. So if Mayu Iwatani can win, she can be the one to represent Heyman International against Candice LeRae. And we get to Kairi Hojo and Dash Chisako afterwards. They come out. And, maybe they're backstage. Well, backstage before the match. Dash is not happy at the fact that she did not win the sudden death 4-way to get a shot at the title. She feels that this was her time to get back into the title hunt. However, Kairi's trying to be a little bit more uplifting. She says there's always going to be time after Death Flag or even after Blackout, and that, of course, Kairi has that match at Blackout, and she says no matter who wins between Io and Candice, at the end of the month, she will beat them for her, and there can be a bit of a win between them. So then we move on. Kairi Hojo versus Maki Ito. Kairi Hojo carrying. This is the definition of a carry job. 81 ends up in 945, hitting the deep sea driver for the win on Maki. And there you go. Just a little bit of a match there. You know, Maki trying her best to compete with Kairi, but Kairi is just too damn good. A lot of bonuses this got to make that an 81. Holy Jesus. And, Kairi ends up celebrating, and Reika slides in. Kevin Kiley is kind of looking at this as maybe a bit of a mistake. Reika slides in, and looks like she's kind of coming in to confront Kairi. As that happens, Dash slides in and kind of gets in her face as well. So they kind of get in each other's face as Maki's sort of recovering. And Reika looks like she's about to back down, but the next thing you see is Reika grabbing Kairi. I'd say maybe for like a belly-to-belly. I don't know. We'd really need to help sell it. So if it's really helping put her over, I would say maybe like an overhead belly-to-belly. Just grabs Kairi and just overhead belly-to-bellies her. And Dash is shocked. Kylie is shocked. Maki is just seen. Everyone's kind of in the ring very surprised at what has just happened. Reika showing off the power that she has and the sort of dominance that she's been wanting to exert over Dash and Kairi ever since that loss almost 2 months ago. And showing that, you know what, these two still have quite a bit of fight left in them. as far as still becoming a threat in Hawkeye Pro Wrestling is concerned. And so Dash doesn't really do much of anything as they end up kind of backing out. But Kevin Kiley is ecstatic at what has happened. And he is maybe on his phone dialing numbers to start getting maybe some sponsorships for 2K Enterprises after that. Talking about headlines. We go to the back. Leva Corp is in their locker room. Leva Bates, once again, she's not the happiest that she didn't get her shot that she figured she was going to earn, but said that it was just sort of what was going to happen with the sudden death thing. If it was like a three-way dance, if it was a four corners elimination and not just a sudden death, then Leva Bates would have absolutely outlasted all of them. But nonetheless, Candice LeRae, she considers a fluke that got lucky, but talks up Athena and Courtney Rush as not flukes. And she says that they need to discuss their next steps to perhaps see Leva Corp walk away as tag team champions again and get their belts back. Alex Riley, 2K21, 22, 23, get your awful wrestler simulator now. That's why he's a manager. That's why, even though I could put him in the ring, I don't. So we get why did I put SD? It's supposed to be ST. Sadistic Tales, who I'm calling it now. I guess it makes sense with Kana and Mio. But they come out, and I guess also James Mitchell with the sadistic part. And they unveil Azumi's new look, where she kind of has pink and blue hair, along with the paint over the bridge of her nose and underneath her eyes, as she has a new look as Kana's protege officially. And James Mitchell kind of talks up this team and says that perhaps Kana and Azumi as Sadistic Tales will be about as good as Triple Tails S was. And, that is the plan, to see how far they can go as a team. And he thinks that this mentor-protege system can absolutely work. So we go here. Kana carried the match. Hazuki was the weakling. Azumi actually got a 58, so she was getting there. Still got an 81, despite the fact that Kagetsu and Hazuki don't really work well as a team. FCW champ Mrs. NXT commentator, NXT jobber fired. What a career. When you put it like that. Kagetsu came out pretty good, though. 60. That's pretty good. Kana definitely carried everyone through this. Kagetsu did okay on her own, but still relatively got carried through this. As Sadistic Tales gets the win over Oedo Tai when Kana locks in the Passion Clutch on Hazuki and forces her to tap out. Still kind of helps Kagetsu with not taking that submission. But it is after this that Minoru Suzuki, in his first week as their official mentors, well, I think maybe it was their second. I think he was unveiled before. I think he was definitely unveiled last week. I think it was before their match. So just like that, just as quickly as seemed like things are going well, Suzuki unhappy about. In fact, he is flat out irate over Oedo Tai losing, as this is not what he planned on. And looking around the ring for young boys, but this isn't Japan, and there isn't a lot of young boys just surrounding the ring. So he feels that he needs to hand out a bit of physical tough love to Kagetsu and Hazuki, and starts kind of beating them up. Not too hard, but definitely sort of lays in on them with some clubbing blows, as they seem quite sorry for the fact that they had lost, as Suzuki will beat the talent into them. And there we go. Oh my God. Triple H with M100s. The Evil League of Evil in their lair. as we see that Helmsy the Creator has brought the corpse of Lady Beard into the lair. At least he's seemingly dead, as the rest of the Evil League of Evil seem to look on, as they're not sure why he seems to have done what he has done. But he basically says if he's not able to get Carl Anderson, he might as well do what he can. With what he has. He says he's doing the best with what he has right now, as he's planning some new experiments. He's gotten the experiments with Evie had failed, and he says he's learned quite a bit, and he thinks he could help the conversion process. But since he didn't get Carl Anderson, he doesn't know how it's going to go. But he has himself another guinea pig, perhaps, for Evil League of Evil's conversion process. So we'll see if that is successful, or if Lady Beard is just dead. We'll see what happens as more experiments go on, as he plans to test that out as a way to perhaps deal with Drax the Destroyer. And we go to the Reinas coming out to celebrate their tag title defense from Saturday. It's one of the first times that the women's tag titles were actually on the line on the pay-per-view and not the pre-show. It's not all the time it happens. It's very few and far between. I don't think it was the first time, but it was probably like the second or third time the titles were actually defended on pay-per-view and not the pre-show. But nonetheless, Hikaru Shida seems to have something bothering her as they're talking, and they seem to notice it. And Hikaru Shida is just a bit concerned that in that whole number one contendership, she didn't even get a chance. I think she actually did, now that I'm thinking about it. But she was concerned that she didn't get her what she felt was a fair shot. I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to remember who Dash beat. I think Leva might have beaten her. Oh boy, I can't even remember what the fuck I booked. I'm sitting here, Hikaru Shida's all pissed off that she didn't get a shot, and I'm pretty sure I gave her a shot and she failed. Oh goodness me. Am I able to look at the history? Probably not. Yeah. Nonetheless, Hikaru Shida celebrating after the celebration, she didn't really get what she felt like is a fair chance, and wants to prove herself against Candice LeRae, who is the number one contender. And so we get that match, Candice LeRae versus Hikaru Shida. Decent enough match between the both of them. Good wrestling, decent reaction, but at the end of it, when it looked like Hikaru Shida was going to beat her, Candice LeRae ends up moving around and hitting her with the roll-up and rolling up for the pin. Candice LeRae once again coming away with a win. She has been unstoppable. Undefeated, I think, so far this year. Ooh. Unable to lose, it seems like, is the new thing. She had the unable to win last year, but so far this year, not able to even lose, it seems. So a lot of momentum going into Death Flag. Hikaru Shida's, not too happy that she wasn't able to prove herself. Of course, she was at one time the Opportunity Trophy holder, and had herself a women's title match, and she's none too happy about the fact she couldn't even seemingly beat Candice LeRae. But Candice LeRae offers a handshake, and Shida just kind of looks at it. She's very reluctant, but eventually accepts, and seems to accept that at least right now is Candice LeRae's time and opportunity to win herself the women's championship. We get Io Shirai and Mayu Iwatani coming out for the main event championship match. So Mayu, of course, wanting to prove that she has earned herself some respect as a two-time champion. She shouldn't be overlooked, and wants to prove that she isn't just a lackey by going head-to-head with the women's champion with the title on the line above anything else here. Io offers her hand. Mayu kind of stares at it for a little while. Looks like maybe she won't take it, but nonetheless, eventually accepts. And we have our match: Io Shirai, Mayu Iwatani for the women's title, and it is phenomenal. Lack of psychology, but nonetheless. Took about 23 minutes, but eventually Io Shirai hits the moonsault press on Mayu Iwatani. It's pretty much Alex Riley's the modern day Virgil. You might be right. Io Shirai with a win over Mayu Iwatani with an official title defense. And honestly, I actually did some I honestly actually did some some record keeping of championships. And funny thing about that, Io Shirai was actually tied with Dash Chisako up until tonight with the most championship defenses, with the most successful title defenses in a reign, with 6. Tonight makes the 7th official title defense for her women's title, and she now holds the record for the most title defenses by any women's champion in a single reign. So, I mean, it's got to be pretty damn good for her there. Only 6. I mean, I'd say that's not too bad. 6 title defense. I mean, I'm not putting the title on the line every month or 3 weeks or so, like WWE seems to enjoy doing. And Dash honestly, because Io has been, I mean, Io had it like what, seven odd months right now, so she's wrestled almost a title match almost every month. Dash's 6 defenses over the course of a year came at a time when I was only doing like 1 or 2 episodes a month, so I kind of had to build up matches before she had title defenses. So it's kind of like the Bruno Sammartino Hulk Hogan thing with how long they had the title for, and maybe didn't have too many defenses, is because I wasn't putting on that many shows at the time. You know, Io shows up for 5 or 6 events a month, much more than, once or twice. So AJ Lee, 110 defenses. Holy Christ. Nonetheless, Io Shirai with her, Alexa had 301 Jesus. Nonetheless, Io Shirai with her 7th title defense in a 94, showing that Mayu Iwatani still has what it takes to be a top person. On this day, was unable to get the win on Io Shirai, but nonetheless proved a formidable opponent to the women's champion. She's been going through kind of hell and back with some of these matches recently. She's just like 5 weeks removed from that hellacious match with Kana, but successful title defense over Mayu. Mayu seems a bit hurt that she was unable to win. She's just kind of sitting there defeated that she wasn't able to beat Io. But nonetheless, Io comes to her side, Miyu comes to her side, and even Paul Heyman kind of standing and watching over them as they have a bit of a hug. As Io tells her, Io kind of gets on the mic as they're kind of sitting across from one another, and tells her that the respect that she wants is respect that is deserved and is respect that has been earned. And tonight, she definitely earned the respect that she wants. And it seems like that's all Mayu really wanted, was just a little bit of recognition for her own skill set, rather than just being overlooked for, say, Io or Miyu. As it seems to go well enough, and the women's match really kicking it up a notch there. The women's show really kicking it for the TV shows this week. Yeah, I'm also keeping track. I did actually look through all the title histories, and I found. I'm not too surprised. I did find that out of the major... Okay, so there are 2 women's titles, and there are 3 men's titles. I guess really you could say tag team. I guess you could say that most of these would be technically, women could win these as well if they wanted. But yeah, men's titles basically. Heavyweight, tag team, and television. So there's 3 of them. And so technically, if you win all 3, you would technically be a Triple Crown champion. And I did find out that Hawkeye Pro Wrestling, as of right now, has no Triple Crown champions right now. However, there are 3 men who are 1 title away from being a Triple Crown champion. 2 of whom are actually realistic. 1 of whom probably isn't going to be back. Ooh, okay. Ilya Dragunov and Jordan Devlin have both left, and they have both joined. 8.56. How many did we get here? Let me see. 6.4 million. Look at that. People loving the women. Dragunov is going to be sent down to Ignition, not to develop, but just to work down there. That's all they really need is some matches. 6-man title, but no 3-on-3 on their product settings. I mean, yeah. I mean, they do have a 6-man title. I've never hardly ever seen it defended, though. I even forget who it is. I don't know. Let me say, We Are Stardom. Let me just put We Are Stardom, see if their Twitter leads to their English site. Yep. Now I want to know, because they definitely have a 6-man title. I don't know who has it. I only know who's their world champion and who's their secondary champion. They even have alright, so yeah, Momo, Wonder of Stardom, Goddesses of Stardom, Mayu and Saki. I think that happened recently. Yeah, Kaori Yonayama, Jungle Kiona, and Natsuko Tora. I don't even know if Yonayama is technically still wrestling for them. I haven't seen her wrestle there in forever. So I honestly don't know if they still use those Artist of Stardom championships. Gotta be honest. I think once they stopped with once Oedo Tai didn't really have anyone to face, I feel like they just kind of stopped doing it. All right, there you go. Yeah, guys like Dragunov and Devlin honestly are kind of just at a point where they just need to be in the ring more. That's all you really need. Their skills are very well developed. They just need that extra bit of development that they don't really get because they don't get a lot of matches. But they'll get some ring time. Oh boy, will they get some ring time. So they'll be fine there. Has Devlin got any popularity to him? Kind of, sort of, not really. Yeah, he's pretty much already there. But I could use his psychology, and I don't know if his stamina will go up, but I could use maybe a little bit of a push with some of those. So that'll be fine. I'm telling you right now, if anything ever happens to Prince Devitt, I'm just going to bring up Jordan Devlin and just have him pretend that Prince Devitt never got hurt. I'm just letting you know now that's going to happen. Courtney Rush wants a pay raise. That's like $4,600. Oh, $5,300. Jesus. Yeah, 13-year pro young lion Devlin. Yeah, that's what they are. A 13-year young lion. Let me see here. Looks like Andy Phoenix storms out a show. Just minutes before the show, curious about payment issues. Huh. I'm always hoping that just doesn't happen to one of my major wrestlers here. I'm always weary that that's going to happen. What'd that get? They get an 87, so we got show of the night there. All right, Shane Strickland will be in here too. Let's see. Do they still do that SWA championship? Viper still has it. They haven't changed that one. I've not seen the high speed title defended in forever. I think Future Stardom Championship still gets defended. They got 7 different belts, and I don't know why. I just don't understand why there's 7 different belts in Stardom. They don't have a big enough roster for that. Like, you can kind of cut out the SWA one because they don't tour that much anymore. You can maybe cut out the high-speed one and the Artist of Stardom. You can have, like, the main, the mid-card, the tag, and you can maybe do the rookie ones as well. I think that's all you need. Anything doesn't look like it. Hey, maybe they wrestled already. Let's see if they wrestled. Jasmine, Tony Storm, Nikki Storm, Risa Sakura, and English Evie, Colby Carino, Tommy N, Ciampa went to a double DQ with Rush, Dar, and defeated Alexander and Big R. Tyler Bate and Jack Gallagher. Did they really team them up? That's amazing. Rich Swann and Velveteen Dream. Holy shit, this team actually made two, like, real legit teams. High Speed was last defended in January. Jesus Christ. I knew that belt wasn't defended much. SWA Championship I don't think was defended in quite a while either. I don't get why they have so many goddamn belts. Yeah, I swear to God, Yoneyama does not work with them anymore. So that's those 6-man belts. I don't even think Jungle Kiona like walks around with those belts. There's not much of a reason for that. It's like I haven't seen Mary Apache actually work their shows in forever. So I don't know what they're on about with, you know, trying to do anything like that. The one thing I'll give Stardom though is that they finally opened up a pro wrestling tee store, which means I can actually have like bigger size t-shirts. Because, you know, some of their stuff is actually like kind of legit. Maybe I should get to the end of the week before I start like ranting about stuff. Because it's just over 2 hours. I can actually maybe make this work. I'm hoping they put out an Oedo Tai shirt. That'd be legit. The Kagetsu shirt wouldn't be too bad either. I'm really looking forward to that. But the Mayu Iwatani shirt that they have on there, because they only have like 3 shirts on there right now. And the Mayu Iwatani one's like pretty legit. I might actually get that. Anything? No, doesn't look like it. All right. Jack Gallagher believes he's ready to be brought on the main roster. He's not getting any benefit by remaining in Ignition. All right. Shane Strickland has joined. All right. In fact, I think, you know what I could probably just do at this point if he's still... let me look. Let me look at Jack Gallagher. Is there a way I can change? Let me track progress. No, what is it? What is it here? There's a development. Jack Gallagher. So he's going from improving his overall skills to just working down there. Just work for him. You'll be fine. I'm a little scared if his psychology and his stamina can't do much better, you know? Jack Gallagher. It'd be nice if Gallagher could do a little bit better, but maybe he just needs some more matches. Goddesses were September. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Future was June. Man, they really forgot about that belt fast. Like, they put it on Starlight Kid, and then they just, like, friggin' forgot about it. SWA is July. Wonder and World is August. I mean, that's pretty good. I didn't know the Goddess... Yeah, I figured the Goddesses... I think the Goddesses kind of recently changed hands. Future Stardom... Yeah, they really kind of did forget about Starlight Kid being champion with that. Artist was August. So that's the... Okay, wow, they actually did defend those kind of recently. SWA being in July, I accept that, because... I don't know. They kind of remembered it when it was when EO had it, and then they just kind of forgot about it afterwards. And the Wonder and World will be on the line here in a few days against one another, so that'll be dope. Okay, here. Last title changes were in June. The Goddesses in the World, yeah. That Kagetsu, I think it was... Oh, shit. Who was the champion? I think it was Tony? Because I think Mayu had a match with Tony Storm. Yeah, because Mayu had a match with Tony Storm and like broke her arm, and they had to go on the fly and change the title. Like, I'm sure they weren't planning on Mayu like winning, but she broke her arm like 5 minutes into her match with Tony. and they had to kind of quickly change to put the title on her when that happened. Tony held it for quite a while. Yeah, it was kind of fucked up when that happened. I was like, oh, Jesus, when I heard about that. All right, cool. Sterling James Keenan has officially joined. Oh, yeah, Shane Strickland needs to go down. Strickland's here. He's going down here. Work down there. There we go. Boom, ba boom. 258 days. Yeah, I was going to say, it was definitely a while ago. Like, it was like sometime after the Mae Young Classic. Now I'm looking at Stardom's store, and there's a few things I want, but I won't I won't put it in this video. It's just one of those things where I like saw a book, a photo book, and I'm just like, I really want that. It's not even listed, but I want it. Why is it not listed? Why do you, Stardom, why are you advertising a book that I want and then not sell it in the book section? That's not right. Azumi toy. I mean, they don't have an Azumi toy, but they do have a Starlight Kid doll. I don't know if I want to spend $25 on a Starlight Kid doll though. I'm not that big a fan of Starlight Kid. I should just end it here. Maybe not even on stream, but at least end the video so that I'm not going on and on about Stardom stuff. Starlight Kid is 18. Is she really? Because I thought she was like 14 or 15. Because there are a lot of people that, you know, didn't seem sure about what her age was. The fact that she wasn't around that long. She hasn't been around that long, you know. I don't know. Either way, I should at least end it here on the it's the video for YouTube, so that it doesn't go too long. Hey, I got it under 2:10, so that's pretty good. I got through a little bit of it, you know. So it still hit over 2 hours, but man, and the plan that I have about possibly adding like an hour third show at some point. Maybe kind of sort of spoilers, but I've considered an hour-long third show with perhaps a brand away from everything, like something different from both Breakout and Adrenaline. Maybe something, because someone had mentioned like doing a show with like both men and women, and like I thought of it and I was like, you know, it doesn't have to technically be Hawkeye Pro. It can maybe be something different, like under a slightly different banner, because, you know, kind of like when WWE was gonna do like a WCW type brand, where it's like, well, it's under one umbrella, but like WCW perhaps revived as something else. You know, I'm thinking something like that. Hiromu versus Kairi, Kushida versus Arisa. Oh, you know what? Before I sign off, I should at least talk about that, because I spent part of my time already looking into the Hawkeye Pro Grand Prix for next year. Well, not next year, because it's February, so it starts in March. Or April, so it starts after Blackout. So we got Death Flag and then Blackout, and I already kind of started lining up who might be in that, and I've got a couple of nice surprises. I'm kind of excited to see what happens, because I got a couple of nice surprises coming. I always try to have a couple of I call them like wild card spots. I do have couple of those filled, and I'm kind of hopeful to see how well this works. But nonetheless, thank you guys for coming out. I'm gonna sit here and probably look at more Stardom World stuff, and probably buy a Mayo Iwatani shirt because it looks nice, and then try to keep myself from buying a Tam Nakano autograph picture because they have like 20 of them sitting here, and it's gonna make me want to get one because I'm all right. It does help that a lot of these are sold out at this point. Wow, there so many of them are freaking sold out at this point. Jesus Christ, that might help. Either way, thank you guys for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for continuing to watch as well. Yeah, thank you for being a part of that. And hey, I mentioned it in College Hoops, but if you guys are just real quick, if you guys are YouTube watchers and you go, man, I'd like to see that live, but I don't stay up till 6 in the morning. That'll be changing soon, so we'll see what happens with that. Be streaming at a normal person time. I feel like there are people who are like following me on Twitter that will be like brand new. Like I feel like one of those first like few streams, I'll probably get like people who are like, I've followed you for a while, I've seen your YouTube, and I'm finally here because you're streaming at a normal time. I have a feeling I will get like slightly new people coming in, and I'm kind of excited about that. Well, I'm not kind of. I am excited about that. So yeah, thank you guys for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. I don't know how many more times I might get. I'll probably get like maybe one more week or so out of this. But yeah, doing this whole Saturday thing till 9 a.m. will be like a thing of the past here pretty soon, because it's 8:45 in the morning on a Sunday. I will be at work at that point here within the next couple of weeks. So yeah, it's gonna be a change. So thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time.